problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about in the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Touchdown, Patriots. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On play action, here's Tua. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big run that time by Murray. 62 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, raising Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Locke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
46-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Again, it's Locke. And it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The kicker.
Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Lock now on first down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice yards on first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
10-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Las Vegas.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Murray, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 and now on first down. Going with a screen for Murray. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Complete.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Touchdown defense. Mike 14, Mike 14. Let's go deep. Mike 14, Mike 14. Hey man, up.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fielded at the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
play action. Now it's Tua
at the 38-yard line.
steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's third down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. Returnable here for Callaway. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Throwing again. Lock. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this carries into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Balaj. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
At the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's
to throw on third down. Lock. Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run here with And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. taking it in from the 20. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Lining up for the
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go back to Murray on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Tua. And this is caught by Jackson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket. and they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Tua on fourth down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5 at the 20.
Block now to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Balaj. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Patriots first down.
They run it with Balaj. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Callaway on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Back to throw. Locke rolling to his right. And this one complete to Gafford. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw is Locke. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 36-yard line.
Watch Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Undercrunch. 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now Locke. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rico Gafford, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On play action, here's Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
For 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Today's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.